Stay tuned for politics and religion.
A third U.S. carrier bearing 4,000 Marines augment U.S. Armada opposite Iran. Debka Files military sources report that Washington has posted a third carrier opposite Iran's shores. It is supported by amphibious assault ships and up to 4,000 Navy and Marine Corps personnel, bringing the total U.S. strength in these waters to 3 carriers and 10,000 combat personnel. The USS Nassau Amphibious Ready Group, 24th Marine Expeditionary Unit, tasked with supporting the Bahrain-based 5th Fleet Area of Operations, is cruising around the Bab el-Mandeb Straits, where the Gulf of Aden flows into the Red Sea. So, 10,000 troops. That's quite a contingent around the nation of Iran. Now, what's happening as a result of this? Its presence there accounts for Tehran announcing Sunday, that was this past Sunday, June 27, that its aid ship for Gaza had been called off for fear an American military boarding party would intercept the vessel and search it. This would be permissible under the latest UN sanctions punishing the Islamic Republic for its nuclear program. So we've been watching over the last week or so as this huge buildup has been taking place around the nation of Iran. We heard that 11 U.S. warships had made their way through the Suez Canal, that thousands of Egyptian troops lined up on either side of the canal to guard the flotilla of ships as they moved through the Suez Canal toward Iran. We heard that Saudi Arabia was opening its airspace to the Israeli Air Force, and even that there was an air base in Saudi Arabia that was allowing Israeli planes to land. It was one report after another, and everybody wondered, where will this lead? And where will the U.S. really stand? Now, Barack Obama has not so far given the impression of being a steadfast ally with the nation of Israel. However, this is a very awesome display of muscle by the United States of America in its support of Israel. We know that the enemies of Israel thought they had found Israel's Achilles heel in running the blockade on Gaza. However, the nation of Israel has reminded the world we have every right to blockade Gaza because they have attacked us from this territory. However, since the original problem with the Turkish ship that came into the Gaza waters, ever since that time, there has been an outpouring of world opinion very much against the nation of Israel, all the way from Europe to the United Nations to Turkey, and it looked like Israel was going to walk away from this one with 2 black eyes. However, it appears the tide is turning. Israel and the United States have been able to link Iran's contribution to terrorism to Hamas. And now then, it appears that Israel's blockade of Gaza is being strengthened by the United States of America itself. Since the new sanctions, the U.S. moved the ships in to the area, the waters surrounding Iran, and now Iran, which had already stated there would be an Iranian ship head for the shores of Gaza to challenge the Israeli blockade, maybe even with Revolutionary Guard troops on board. All of that now is backed off. Iran has had to backpedal and call off the ships move toward Israel, all because the United States now has the right to stop Iranian ships to see if they are violating the UN sanctions or not. It's an interesting turn of events, and Mr. Ahmadinejad has had to cave to the will of the United States. The plaque inside the Statue of Liberty reads, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free, the wretched refuge of your teeming shore. Send these, the homeless, tempest-tossed, to me. I lift my lamp beside the golden door." Is that still America's mindset? We'll discuss what to do about immigration today on Politics and Religion.
Look, there are two things I don't discuss: politics and religion.
In my house, we don't talk about politics and we don't talk about religion.
I'll talk to you about anything except politics and religion.
I never talk about politics and religion.
Politics determines how we'll live here on earth. Religion determines how we'll live forever. I'm Irvin Baxter. I think it's time we talk about it.
So what do you do when your heart and your mind conflict? How do you resolve that? When your mind says, but you must do this, this, and this, but your heart says, no, you should do just the opposite. Well, where do you find yourself on this immigration issue? You know, if you never knew an Hispanic, it'd be awful easy to say, just ship them all home. They're all illegal. But once you look at them in the eye,